I think that's a good idea. We should definitely do that sometime. The next fic we have is one of our ongoing favorites. This is the MBMBAM Archives. It is a crossover between the Magnus Archives and My Brother, and Me. It's basically MBMBAM if they were answering like Magnus Archives type questions. I have not I have engaged with very little of the McElroy's content and none of the Magnus Archives. So I was basically going into this cold. Bucky has listened to Mabimbam, but not the Magnus Archives, correct?
Yep.
And Anna, have you listened to either Mabimbam or the Magnus
I've
Archives?
listened to the Magnus Archives and very, very minimal of
Okay,
MBMBAM.
cool.
I've
So
Oh,
we've
this is
got
going to be
we've
interesting
got
then.
me who knows nothing, Anna knows the Magnus Archives, and Bucky knows Mabimbam. So very very fun one out. Shout out to me who listened to both. Yay!
All right. Well,
I'm
Janaya is
I'm
Justin.
Justin, and the two of you
Um,
can figure out who wants to do which of the other two.
yeah, would you prefer to be the middleest or the youngest brother?
uh, I can be the youngest because I am baby, and I think feel like I'm the youngest out of all of you.
That
I
may not be true. I'm 23.
Oh, I'm 23 too.
Okay,
I'm
I turned 24
older
in
than both
November.
of you.
I have.
Cool.
Oh,
You're
fuck!
just the fandom mom.
Yes, pretty much.
I turned 24 in less than a month, so
Oh,
that's
nice.
uh,
Ooh,
yeah,
birthday time.
birthday time. It's okay. No, it's not because my birthday is election day. Um, so
Oh
that's not
no.
actually cause for
Let's hope you
celebration
get
at
a
That's
all.
good one.
bad. Good for your
It's gonna
birthday,
be
bad
bad
for
either way.
everything else.
Yeah, I
Oh, this
guess.
country sucks. Everything sucks in this country.
Okay, okay. So Anna's doing Griffin, and I'm doing Travis.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is chapter
Okay.
12, first aid. I'm a nurse in the ER, and I keep getting stuck on Christmas Eve shift. Usually it's really busy on Christmas Eve, as you can imagine.
Because Santa.
Why would Santa be making it busy in an ER?
Oh, modern times. He's not listed by air traffic control, and all that reindeer poop landing on people at terminal velocity.
Travis, seriously, that doesn't happen.
Oh, really, Justin?
Of course it doesn't. They wear poop bags. Santa's a savage.
Oh, of course. Point taken.
This Christmas Eve, we got a couple of patients around 1:30 a.m. who were very strange. They were both pretty badly hurt, but one of them got up and started wandering around at one point, and I'm pretty sure he messed with the vending machine in reception. I realize I'm not allowed to use medical means to keep patients who should be resting in their beds, but what control methods would you suggest to stop patients from wandering the halls of the suddenly deserted hospital in the dead of night in an emptiness so bleak I felt like I would never see anyone or feel anything ever again? P.S. The other victim disappeared, and I have a strange feeling that might have been my fault. Am I good?
Justin, are you reading the Yahoos again?
Justin doesn't have the fortitude to read Yahoos. Anyway, you're the one who puts questions together, Travis.
Oh, yeah, right. Huh. Huh.
Hmm.
So, I'm not a nurse per se, but I did go to middle school, and whenever I used to roam the empty halls of our school that no longer exists, Mr. Taylor used to shout at me that I was a worthless nerd who'd never amount to anything, and then ignore it when the other students bullied me. So, shout at him, I guess.
You know, I think there's a bit of a pattern emerging with these questions, and
Yes, Justin.
I'm liking it a lot. Yes, I'm enjoying the spooky, getting into the swing of the supernatural, as it were. But I feel like you might be trying to step on my brand here, Travis.
Your brands?
Yeah, my brand. You know, the whole haunted doll thing. My segment, the one I do by myself.
Come on, Justin. Our entire first 200 episodes were about ghosts and horses.
So you're saying the natural progression of this show, my brother, and let's be clear about this, and me, should be towards giving advice to people who are spooked out.
People who are spooked out are people too, Justin. I thought you cared about that.
Oh, I do. I do. I just.
Hang on. What do you mean you do haunted dolls by yourself?
I do the research.
Research? You literally have a Google alert set up to tell you when.
That's research.
My point is, you can't have haunted dolls without the Travis and Griffin contributing factor, Justin. The people want the family dynamic. You provide the spooky, we provide.
The humor.
Yes, Travis, that.
I don't know, Trav. I think you might just be testing the boundaries here, and I'm not sure I like it. Also, are we going to answer this question or not?
Shout at the patients and don't disappear them, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason for the voice is I didn't know what Justin McElroy sounded like, and I was like, this is the Magnus Archives. It's like a spooky British thing, right? So I did like a really gruff, like spooky sounding British dude, and that's where it happens. And are we gonna do another chapter of these? They're super short. Yeah, the chapter 13 is like a page.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's really short. We'll have one more left for next week, but I'm okay with that.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. Chapter 13, Alone.
How about a Yahoo?
I would love a Yahoo.
This was sent in by Timothy Stoker again. Thank you again, Timothy. We'll have to start up a name for you soon. And it's from Yahoo Answers, user Eli420, who asks, how do I get my employees to start believing in ghosts?
Okay. Is that all there is in the question?
Yes, Griffin. More details are needed before we can give an answer to this one.
Details. Well, this is where it gets a little weird, a little kooky, a little crazy. So just, bear with me here.
Please, I'll have cereal to eat.
Not on mic, you don't, Juice. Question asker continues. I'm fully aware you're not doing your job right now and are trawling through Yahoo Answers. Do feel free to send this one to your podcast and tell John to stop being an asshole to potential donors.
Did we just get used by someone to tell off an employee?
Look, I'm doing Tim a solid here. He needs to make sure he has a good screensaver when he's trawling through Yahoo Answers, needs to practice switching tabs, needs to up his game. We have a podcast to do and our question finders are burning out.
I mean, you could just look for questions yourself, Griffin.
How dare you, Travis?
Oh my god.
God.
Do we want to just finish this? Because the
Yeah,
next one
fuck
is
it.
the same length as that one was.
Oh, it's like barely longer.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
it's very tiny. Okay, chapter 14, unfortunately the last one for now. MBMBAM Archives writer, if you ever hear this, please write more. It's very fun to read.
I left a comment actually the last time we read it, and they were like, "Thank you for being interested, but I'm sort of busy." And I was like, "Okay, have fun." And they were like, "I'm glad to hear that you guys are interested in it." Though. I'm like, "Cool, it's a very popular fic."
Chapter 14, Piecemeal.
Dear brothers, I'm sure you don't get questions from someone of my age bracket very often, so forgive me if I sound a little formal in this email.
Oh, that's sweet. I didn't know we had listeners in the upper demographics.
Guys, this is bad.
I just wanted a little bit of advice about how to properly assemble my jigsaw puzzle.
How is it bad, Griffin?
We don't know how to appeal to her demographic, Travis. We do the 16 to 35 demographic. That's where we're at, baby. If we
See, it's very necessary that I get all the pieces for my puzzle to be complete, but there is a young man who simply will not give me the final pieces without a fight. Should I fight him, brothers?
Oh, well, sounds like she just wants to know if she should, as an old lady, fight a dude for some pieces of a puzzle?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm worried about how she might come off against a person who isn't,
What?
No,
I don't.
She's old, Justin. Whoever fights her will kill her.
Oh, okay. So you guys are ageist now.
No, just, practical.
Fine, whatever. Don't fight him. Totally fight him. You've got it. I'm sorry, young people. Like my brothers suck. Moving on.
Justin's like barely over 40.
Oh, Bucky, you've
Is-
engaged with the McElroys. Can you write more of that style of fic for us to read?
God, I could, but the thing is that I'd have to go back and listen to all 500 of the previous MBMBAM episodes in order to fuel that.
I will not do
And then
that
you'd have
to
to
you.
listen to the entire Magnus
I
Archives.
mean,
so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
turn
right.
it-
I feel like it's more of a flavor of the Magnus Archives, like just the sense I'm getting from.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I could probably read the
Oh.
episode descriptions and do the same thing.
No, bless you, Tin Kelp.
yeah,
I
true.
did.
This is very different than the actual episode.
I did. I did listen to Justin's actual voice, and I know that my impression sounds nothing like him, but that's the voice of Justin in that fic.
Yeah, this the specific Justin.
It's an AU
He's been
Justin.
replaced by an old Scottish man, and you can't undo it now.
No, we appreciate it though.
Yeah, no, I have made her listen.
Yes.
Regardless of that,
Oh my
that's the
God.
voice that we've